Hello, Buccaneer fans, and welcome to tonight's matchup between the Bucs and the Mohawks from Nation City. Trying out a new microphone tonight, so please provide some feedback if you can. I can always go back to the old way, but I thought I'd try something new for tonight's game. The buzzer has sounded for a warm-up before getting back into action. In goal for tonight's game, Uriah Ford. Eli Sickles suffered a concussion in the last game, so he will be out for the weekend until he can get better. Eli, I know you're watching at home, so we will wish you luck. Hope you get better. Let's walk down that aisle. You're on the other side of Aaron. Buccaneers are wearing their home whites with red and blue trim, red breezers, and white socks with red and blue stripes. Mason City is wearing black sweaters with red trim, black breezers, black socks with red and white stripes. Puck drops on this game. Grant walked for the face-off for the Bucs, along with Blake Breakemper and Jensen Walker. On the ice for defense, Cam Hentz and Boston Ewing. Jensen loses it at the blue line. We're going to have an offsides. Houston City sends it in behind the end line. Ewing there to retrieve. Backhands it up to Walker at the half wall. Sends it ahead to Walks. Walks in a one-on-one. Reckhemper trailing behind him. Gets it taken away from behind. Reckhemper shot. Knocked away. Popped out. There's a pass to Ewing at the blue line up to Walks. Can't flick it on over into the corner. Backhands it off to Hentz. There's a pass, so no icing. Oh, we're going to have icing. I thought that was a pass, but I was mistaken. 12:04 left to go here in the period. One shot on goal for the Bucs. Puck played high in the air, can't held in by Phil Tice. Mason City going the other way with it. Hazel back with a great away. And Tice recovers. Puck is loose, still behind the net. Centering pass knocked away to the wall near the Buccaneer bench. Tice intercepts the pass. Chisholm clears the zone out, and we're going to get an offsides. Mohawk shot misses wide of the net into the corner. Mason City fans on the redirect. Gains possession and dumps it in for Hazel. Backhands it back around. Chisel at the half wall. Burke flips it out ahead. And he's back checking. We're going to have an offsides against the Bucs. Neutral zone faceoff. Brody Burns with it for the Bucs. Pass back to Maine. Out of his reach. Puck goes all the way to the end boards. Kaiser flicks it up into the corner. Burns back there. Mohawks come out with it. Takes a shot for the goal for Mason City. Beats Uriah in the 5-hole. Turnover in the corner leads to a Mason City goal. First shot of the game for Mason City ends up being a goal. Turnover in the zone. Mason City centering pass goes all the way through to the wall. Gathered up at the point. Burns pokes it away, gets knocked down. Mason City retrieves it back. There's a shot, hits the side of the post by Mason City. Still with it. Centering pass. Shot misses wide into the corner. Ray Kemper there to retrieve for the Bucs. And he dumps it in and breaks the stick in the process. Blake needs a new stick. Walk flicks it out on the near side. Covered by Mason City in their own zone. Burke intercepts the pass. Gets the sandwich on the blue line. Puck knocked ahead. Long diagonal pass. We're going to get an icing call. 9:20 to go. Bucs trail 1-0. Running with it, gets laid out at the blue line from behind. No call there. Hence is going to get called. Call the first one. Penalty is going to be against Cam Hentz. I'm waiting for the call. We're going to get a roughing call on Hentz. Cam Hentz is going to go to the box for a penalty.
It is Scarlett's first joke of the game. Why was the hockey dad's joke so bad?
Why was the hockey dad's joke so bad?
It was just a penalty pun. Duh.
Penalty pun. Hentz is in the box. Minute 30 on the clock. Shot blocked by Ewing in the slot. Chips it up to Shizzle at center ice. He too far in front of him, but forces Mason City to go 200 feet to get back into the offensive zone. Long diagonal pass to the point. Shot deflects in front of Ford, knocked out to the side. Uses his stick against the back wall. Puck is loose in front. Crosses go through the crease into the corner. Mason City plays it back into the corner. Need shape, boys. Need shape. There's a shot. Saved by Uriah Ford. Cleared out by Kaiser. And that's going to play off the wall. No icing. 30 seconds left to go on the penalty kill for the Bucs. Aaron with a poke at blue line. Kicked out to the corner. And chips it away up along the near boards. Kaiser also there. Loses his edge. Bucs down deep. There's a shot from the slot. Low. Kicked out by Ford. We're going to get back to even strength here in 2 seconds. 1 second. As the shot goes wide. Pass out to the top of the faceoff dot. Sent into the corner by Mason City. Bucs can't get possession of the puck. Burns along the near side. Tries to poke it ahead. Aaron joins the fray. Forces a turnover to Kaiser. Kaiser's going to flick it back in front of his own bench. And finally cleared the zone. If only momentarily. Cole Tice on the change gets there before Mohawk pushes it against the boards. Lambert tries to get it up to Heron. Can't get it past a Mohawk defender. We're going to go for an icing call. We're going to get a change behind the play. A little over halfway through the period. Bucs trail 1-0. Being outshot 6-1. It's a shot in from the point. Stopped by Ford. Rebound. Shot blocked away to Jensen Walker. Walker high up in the air. We're not going to get ice in there. Right Kemper there on a shot. Right into the bread. There he scores! I thought that the goalie had it. And he gets stuck in behind him. And Blake Kemper ties it up. He went short side and snuck it in past the goalie. Blake Kemper with the hustle play there. Walker chipped it up. We'll give him the assist unless otherwise noted. Hazel with it for the Bucs at their own end. Grant up to Ray Kemper. Going into the face-off dot. There's a shot. Center pass to Walk in the slot. Falling away from it. Walk waits momentarily for Walker to get on side. Has it poked away in the end. Set in on the slot. Walk control it on the first touch. It's a shot by the Mohawk just high over the net. The corner for Walks. Walks, it's a Mohawk coming into the zone with the clearing pass. Shot in on Kaiser. Kaiser chips it out ahead in front of his own bench, and the Mohawks have to change it up. And they have to regroup as the Buccaneers change up. Flipped on ahead, no icing call. Looks like he did get a stick on it. Kaiser against the far boards. Shot in from the point. Stopped by Ford, tried to clear it out. Shizzle up to Burt. Burt, top of the dot, tries to get it back to Shizzle. Can't get a good shot off. Ewing tries to backhand it in. Can't get it too far deep. Hence loses the skate. We're going to get offsides. Bucks got lucky on that 2-0. Hence gets tripped up in the slot. Burns behind his own net, chips it ahead to Heron. Heron's on a breakout. Referee's just going to cover it up. And that was a 200-foot pass to the goalie. Earns us a face-off with 4 minutes to go here in the period. Chip out attempt, work their way into the bench. We'll have another face-off. Burns back to Hence. Hence shot from the point. Goes in behind the net. Heron there to retrieve. It was a hard pass. Too hard. All the way through to Hence at the point. Hence tries to stick handle. Gets it taken away. And we're going 2-on-1 the other way. So pass across. There's a shot saved in front. Not sure if it was forward or E-wing. Puck is loose and cleared out of the zone. Mohawks have to check out. They can't do it. Gordy Burns with it. Shot. We found in front. Heron in front. Can't put it in. Another rebound shot. Puck is loose in the corner. Mohawks retrieve. E-wing allows it to clear the zone. Burns with it. Heron. Burns puts it on net. Earns us a face-off deep in the zone and allows the Buccaneers to change on the backside. Heady play by Burns there. Bucs were changing behind the play. Him and Heron were the only two. Earn us a face-off. Get some fresh legs out there. Blocked at the face-off dot. Still with it. Red Camper is going to give chase to the far side. Puck squirts off the near wall. Cole Tice back there. Throws it out for the Bucs. Blocked with the back check. Seals it away. Sends it toward the net. Hits the end wall. Mohawks cleared around the boards. Hazel keeps it in at the point. Sends it back down into the depths for Mason City. There's a pass intercepted by Tice. Tice with a shot from the slot, blocked away into the corner by Mason City. Hazel tries a centering pass from the point. Met with the Mohawk. There's another shot. Dumped in deep. Rick Kemper there. Tries to play it back to Tice. Can't control it on his backhand. Rick Kemper keeps it in at the blue line. Referee says did not clear the zone. Walker backhands it toward the net where it's intercepted by the Mohawks. Bouncing puck loose over Hazel's stick. Goes with the poke check. He's going to get a slash and a goal. Referee is going to call a slash. Instead, we get beat in the 5-hole again. And the Mohawks regain their 1-goal lead. Bouncing puck over Hazel's stick leads to a breakout. Kaiser with it. Over to Maine. Doesn't find its intended target. Shizzle with it on the near boards up to Burke. Burke uses it from behind. 1:10 left to go here in the first period. Bucs are trailing 2-1. Burke centering pass. Winning with it now in the face-off dot. Mason City breaks out of their own zone with it. Kaiser on the back end. Beats a Mohawk to the puck. There's a shot and a save by Ford. 46 seconds to go. Evan Burke with the face-off. Hard shot by the Mohawks. Saved by Uriah. Burke's still getting the face-off. Maine tries to clear it out. Can't get it past the point guards. Backhand shot misses wide of the net. Maine plays it along the far boards again. Ping-ponging back and forth. Kaiser with it in the near half wall. Can't clear it out of the zone. Puck is cleared out. Burke's going to give chase. We're going to get 3 seconds to go. 1 second, and this first period's going to end 2-1 in favor of the Mohawks. We'll be back in a minute for the start of the second period. We're back here for the start of the second period. Buccaneers trailing 2-1 to the Mohawks. Goal scored by Blake Rinkamper. Going to give the assist to Jensen Walker unless told otherwise. Summer Rinkamper just tells me that 98 got the assist, so there's a shot, hits the side of the post by Mohawks. Puck is loose in the corner. Gathered by, that's Aiden Lambert. Hentz pulls it out to Heron. Heron goes through the far sides. Centering pass to Lambert. Lambert tries to get it back to Hentz. Does. Hentz's shot from the point. This is behind the net. Centering pass for Lambert. Can't find its target. Hentz pokes it away momentarily before gathered up by a Mohawk. Errant shot goes wide of the net. Lambert clears the zone. Burns there on the attack. Plays it back. There's a shot. Plays off the back wall to Heron. Heron tries the backhand from the side netting. Puck is still loose. Plays back. D-Wing with it at the point. Or at the blue line. Sends it in deep to the corner. Burns with another shot. Low and to the side. Followed up his own shot. Almost got there before Heron did. Both behind the net. Mason City with the puck. There's the zone again. And we're going to get an offsides. Offside face-off at center ice for Walked. Mason City gathers. Got kicked away by Ford, slapped into the corner by Hazel. Puck still loose, comes through the net. There's through the crease. It's a long clearance pass for the Bucs. Not a lot of possession right now in the neutral zone. Tice plays it back to Ford, who plays it up to Walker. Walker backhands it to Burt. Now we got offsides as the call. With 10:08 to go here in the second period, Bucs trailing 2-1.
Already, this joke is from Emily Heron. Why was the hockey rink so quiet?
Why was the hockey rink so quiet?
Everyone was just chilling.
Thank you, Scarlett, for our joke of the period. Mason City with it, shoots through the 5-hole. Ford makes the initial save to deflect it into the side. West Main back to retrieve for the Bucs. Evan Burke breaking out of his own zone is going up there with Deacon Benning. Shizzle on the ice as well. Burke backhands it into the crease, eating up. Bouncing puck, glove like a shortstop, and saved by Mason City. Puck gets by Maine at the point. Mason City with it on the attack. With it on the far side. Hits a shot and off the post and in. I don't know if Ford had a beat on that or not, but it did hit the post and go in. And Mason City takes a 3-1 lead. Kaiser gets chase for the Bucs, can't get to the puck. Player can't play without a glove. Hey, you can't play without a glove. Chisel offsides as he overskates the pass. Kaiser met in the neutral zone with the big check. Mason City sends it in. Ford plays it to the corner for Benning. Burke tries to flick it on. Burke turns it over his own end line. Recovers the puck. Plays it high up off the glass. Sizzle there, along with Benning. Mason City plays it back. Lane steps up. Shot saved by Ford, covered up. Bucks clear out, neutral ice. Penn's playing with it in his own end, turns it over, kick saved by Ford. Out to Burns at the point. Clears it up along the near boards. Kansas City there to defend. Enters the zone right in front of their own bench. Doing centering pass, can't clear the zone. Hawks take a shot from the end line. Puck goes into the corner, still with possession. Lambert can't get there in time. Ewing plays it up to Heron. Heron's going to get a 1-on-2 here. There's a shot low. There's a rebound. Puck counts off the goal for Lambert on the rebound. Aiden Lambert gets the Bucs back within one. Heron with the initial shot. Rebound comes up to Lambert, who buries it. On the Bucs fall back within one. Let's go Bucs! Get over neutral ice. Mohawks with it in the offensive zone. Puck still up along the boards. Hence and Burns are fighting for it. Puck finally comes free with the Mohawk. Skates it into the side. Heron pushes it out to Lambert. Flicks it on ahead out of the zone. Burns tries to intercept the pass. Lynch retrieves behind the end line. Tries to clear it out. Hits the defender on the way. Finally cleared out by Walk. We're going to get an offsides. 3-2 in favor of the Mohawks from Mason City. Offsides is the latest call. Angel tries to clear it up to the blue line. Finally cleared out by Walker. Mason City retrieves. There's a shot kicked away by Ford. Rick Kemper, Walk still with it. Takes a shot in low, beaten up by the goalie. Mason City with it. Breakaway opportunity, center and pass. Shot misses the side of the net. Puck is loose in front. To the side. Mason City still with it. Centering pass deflects off a few sticks. There's a shot in. There's a goal. Shot deflected up in front of Uriah. Knocked down with a stick and backhanded in. And it's going to be 4-2 Mason City. I would hope so. It's a one-handed mouse. Puck loose in front of the Bucs bench. Gathered by Shizzle. Pass deflects off of Burt. Shizzle gains the zone. Before it's taken away by the Mohawk. Main centering pass intercepted. Shot misses into the corner. Benning plays it ahead to Burt. Puck is cleared. Burt comes out with it. And we're going to get a penalty. Burke's going to get called for a penalty. Bucs are going to go on a penalty kill. 5-on-4 for 90 seconds. There's a shot eaten up by Ford, covered up for a face-off with 3:46 to go. Wins the face-off over to Kaiser, taken over by the Mohawks behind the net. Centering pass, still playing behind the net. A lot of traffic in front of Ford. Puck works its way in the corner. Kaiser tries to clear, keeps it in. Finally cleared out. We're going to get an icing call, so we'll leave it here. Hentz clears it up, caught by the Mohawks. Shot cleared out. We're not going to get icing. Icing's waved off. Aaron with the forecheck. Lays into the corner. Another 20 seconds to go on the penalty kill. Kaiser keeps it in at the point with a big reach. Plays it into the half wall here and sends it in a little further into the corner. Mohawks play it out. Kaiser keeps it in barely. We're going to go the other way on a 2-on-1. There's a shot saved by Ford. Gets through his legs. Hentz is there, but he can't clear it out. The Mohawks with 1 second to go on the penalty. Take a 5-2 lead. Burns pokes it away. Heron with the back check. Let's right the blue line. So shot low. Cleared out by Hentz. Burns chips it ahead. Tries to clear it out. Two Bucs hit each other. Burns plays it in front of his own bench. Aaron's pass to Hentz, misses the mark, goes into the corner. Hentz plays with it on the far side. Aaron retrieves it, goes along the far boards. It's going to get met. We're going to get a hooking call against Mason City. Heron draws the penalty. And the Bucs are going to get their first power play of the game, trailing 5-2 here in the second. Tice keeps it in at the point. Rick Kemper over there to retrieve. Puck goes along the far boards, chipped ahead by Mason City. Tice back to retrieve, plays it all the way back to his own end. Mohawk beats him back there. Long diagonal pass, intercepted by Mason City. Right Pepper fighting for it near the near boards. Walk comes in to try and dislodge the puck. Hooked away. Sent in deep behind the boards. 30 seconds to go in the period. 30 seconds now to go on the penalty kill or the power play. Walk plays it long diagonal to Walk, just out of his stick reach. Puck goes to the end boards. Walk intercepts. Shot in on net, blocked away with a stick by Mason City goalie. And the second period here is going to end 5-2 in favor of the Mohawks. Bucs will have a 3-second power play when we start the third.
Welcome back. It is now the third period. Bucks fall behind by 3, 2-5. Mohawks. 3 seconds left on the power play.
Walk wins the face-off to Walker. Both sides are at full strength. Walker with it on the near boards, can't control it. Maine can't keep it in either. This is City going on the near boards with it. Maine with a good body. Body off the puck. There's a shot in the glove saved by Uriah. Scrambles. Bucks changing late. Mohawks answering. Work on the near side, past the Shizzle, hits his backside. Guys are there to retrieve, sends it up. Shizzle flicks it on. Mohawks send it back across the ice. There's a centering pass into the slot. Sounds like there's a goal over in the Oak Leafs game. Shot deflected up by Kaiser's stick into the netting. Then we'll get a face-off. Over. We got a tripping call here in this Mason City as Evan Goes for a breakaway. And the Bucs are going to go on another power play.
Final joke of the game. What has a net but never catches a fish?
What has a net and never catches a fish?
A goalie.
It's a goalie because they own the net.
Final joke of the game.
I'm sure there's probably some goalies out there that can catch a fish. There's a shot blown, gobbled up by Ford and held. As the Bucs got a minute 14 left to go on their power play. Nothing to put away. So, Grandma. So, Grandma. Puck loose, spewing back to retrieve it into the zone face-off dot. Plays it up to Lambert. Lambert leaves it for Hentz. Lambert into the attacking zone. Backhand to Heron. Hit clearing pass by the Mohawk. Hits his own player in the helmet. There's a shot. Misses wide of the net. Goalie falls down. Hentz deep into the corner. Now behind the end line. Still with it. Lambert tries to center it to Heron. Heron can't get to it. Mohawks clear it out. We're not going to get icing. Referee says it came off of a Buck stick. Burns with a head of steam going through neutral ice. Gonna dump it ahead along the end boards. Lambert back there. Mohawks retrieve possession of the puck, and we're back to full strength. Puck is loose. Heron pushes it up to Burns at the face-off dot. Burns backhands it towards the net. Mason City intercepts. Hentz takes a high shot, hits a Mohawk in front. Puck is loose. Shot by Burns goes behind the net. Mohawks clear the zone with the long diagonal pass. Shot by Hazel in the face-off dot, cleared around the boards to Lambert. Burns takes it. Loses it in the slot. Gathered up by Tice. Tice ahead to Watts. Walked by himself as the Bucs are changing behind him. 9:30 left to go here in the third. Mason City taking it along the near boards. Walker turns it around. He's got himself a 1-on-2. There's a shot left-handed, eaten up by the goalie and frozen for a face-off. Shot misses wide of the net for Mason City. Tice knocks the Mohawk into the boards. Walker clears it up off the glass. Up to Walks. Walks flips it ahead to the goalie. He's going to cover it up, and we're going to get another face-off deep into the Mohawk zone. Turnaround shot from Sizzle off the face-off. Misses wide of the net. Burke gets taken down behind. No call. Mohawks with it. Try to clear the zone. Benning backhands it. Shizzle overskates his the 6th. West Main back there for the Bucs. On with Kaiser and Benning. Centering shot right in front of the net. Shot and goal. Initial save by Ford. Rebound right back to the shooter. And they go up 6-2. Chisel up along the far boards. Burke fighting hard. Mohawks with it in the attacking zone. Kaiser uses her skates, plays it around the far boards to Chisel. Chisel tries to clear it out. It's a Mohawk stick on the way. Puck is still loose. Mason City still with it in their own end. So shot flex wide. Burns back to Maine. Plays it up to Burke. Burke's going for a change. Lambert with it. Loses to the Mohawk at the blue line. There's a shot. This is wide. Kaiser can't control it off the back wall. Lambert. Aaron with it clears the zone to Ewing. Puck looser on the near boards. Hence, shot disrupted by a stick. Cleared out of the zone. Burns with a shot. Gloves not covered up and finally covered up. Looked like he dropped it before he was able to retrieve it. A lot of one and done here for the Bucs. We get into the attacking zone, and instead of getting it in deep, we're deciding we just want to shoot it, either work a face off or something else. Not any sustained pressure or possession in the offensive zone. Mason City clears it, dumps ahead, hence there to retrieve. It's got two Mohawks around him. Puck is loose in front of the net. Backhanded in. Ford can't keep it in. Referee whistle. Inadvertent whistle. Puck was still loose. Referee called it. 5:40 left to go here in the third. Bucs trailing 6-2. Going to need a miracle to get back into this one. Regardless of the result tonight, Bucs will play about 9 a.m. tomorrow. Bucs will play about 9 a.m. tomorrow in the 7th place match against Sioux Falls. We hope you can join us then for Sunday morning game. That will be the only game for these Bucs, as icing is called with 5:18 to go. Shot from the point never makes it through. Rick Hemper there in front of his own bench. Tries to chop it ahead. Walker enforces it out. Gathers the puck 1-on-3. Takes a shot toward net. Eaten up. And face off earned for the Bucs with 5 minutes exactly to go. Wilson City still with it. In through the slot, blocked by Maine. Puck is loose. Mohawk shot misses wide into the corner. Maine there can't retrieve it. Benny clears the zone out. Shizzle there to retrieve for the Bucs. He's going to get hit for his troubles. And we're going to get from behind. Evan Burke with it through a couple Mohawks. Leaves the puck for Shizzle. His shot goes into the corner. Maine can't keep it in at the point. Puck's still loose. Mohawks with the long pass. Maine back on defense for the Buccaneers. There's a shot. Misses wide of the net. Comes around to the near half wall. Kaiser and the Mohawk meet there. Burt comes in. Get some more technique here. Two smallest players on the team. Battling for the puck along the boards. Now we're going to get a couple more. We're going to get Burt and we're going to get Mason City player. We're going to go 5-on-5. Coincidentals. We're just going to get one for them and one for us. 3:12 to go. Burke's going to take 90-second rest along with the Mason City player. Hence, Burns, Ewing, Lambert, and Heron on the ice for the Bucs. It's a hard shot, deflected away off the net. Long pass, almost intercepted. Hence there with the check away. Heron tries to flick it up along the boards. Back to Hence. Hence over to Lambert with the long pass. Can't control it. Mason City plays it. Ewing carries it into the offensive zone. That's the Hence. This shot met in the slot. We're going the other way of the 2-on-1s. Pass goes errantly across ice. Ewing back to retrieve. Heron with it. Has it poked away into the far side. Over to retrieve. Pass to Lambert. Hits his skate. Hence is back. Hence is stood up at center ice in front of the Mason City bench. Ewing plays it lazily along the far boards. Turnover in their own zone. Shot in front, hits the backside of Ford, but pushes off into the corner. Centering pass, it's Hence in the skates. There's another shot across the goal mouth. We're going to get a call. And Burns is going to get a cross-checking call. Bucs fans not happy with that one, feel it was unjust, and from what these referees have allowed to delay today, I can't really argue with it, but that was the call. It was pretty blatant right along the boards. Block wins the face-off back behind his own net. Bucs are on a 5-on-4 right now. Excuse me, 4-on-5 penalty kill. We will be for the rest of the game unless Mason City puts another one in. Walked with it at center ice, 45 seconds to go. This result's going to hold again. The Bucs' next game will be tomorrow morning about 9 o'clock. Shot from Hazel. Butterfly save. Backhand by Rick Kemper. Hits the side of the net. 20 seconds to go. Another shot by Hazel. Played with the glove into Mason City, and we're going to get a hand pass with 17 seconds to go. Puck loose along the near boards. Hazel sends in another shot from the point. Never gets through. This one's going to end with Cole Tice retrieving the pucks for the Bucs. And this one ends 6-2 in favor of the Mohawks. Mohawks will be going for first place tomorrow. In the B bracket, Buccaneers will be going for 7th, as I mentioned, against Sioux Falls, about 9 o'clock. We will be with you. We will send out the link for those that need it. Until then, have a great night. We'll see you all in the morning. Go Bucs.
Bye.